I'm just waiting. One second. Perfect. Everything is working apparently, so we're all good. Um,
Nice.
so, hi everyone. Thanks for joining today. Today I am interviewing Clay about the WOPR sticker. Is that the sticker that, or name that you've given to the sticker? Or do you have a
Yeah,
better one?
the WOPR sticker. That's perfect.
Cool. And so, were you the person that designed the sticker?
Yes. I spent some time thinking of, how do I want to, what should we use for an image or a logo? Should we try to hire someone or do it ourselves? So I was just kind of searching around for something related to like electronics, since the focus is of WOPR Summit is more on like the hardware side, um, but also includes like wireless and reverse engineering, programming, all those things. But so looking for some sort of electronic thing, right? And I ran across an image of a circuit board, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But I don't need the whole thing. And so I said, okay, so let me so I downloaded it and I started editing it. And I use Linux as my primary desktop. And so I've just always used the GIMP, um, and love it. And so I just started, opening up in GIMP, started messing around with it, tried to find like an interesting section of the image that I could play with. And it was really a happy accident, in how it and how I sort of honed in on what it ended up being. Um, and so as I was playing around with the image, I I mirrored it. I sort of flipped it, and so
Okay.
it kind of looks like eyes, um, but that's why it's symmetrical on both sides. So I just flipped it.
Cool. So, the first question we have is what is WOPR Summit?
Great question. So came up with the idea of putting together a conference, but something that wasn't just like your a typical HackerCon or like a normal B-side, something a little bit sort of playing with the same ideas, but also focused on hardware, um, and also wireless technologies. And of course, wanted to sort of riff on um, um, some hacker community, references there, and came up with WOPR. And um, instead of so I played around with like WOPR Con, and I was like, I don't really, that doesn't sound quite right. And so finally just landed on Summit. Um, and it's kind of appropriate, right? We're like a summit, you kind of like bringing the powerhouses together, sort of a thing. Um, so that that stuck.
That's awesome. And so, how did you end up being the person to create the artwork for the conference?
Well, it was just me playing around, seeing what I could find, seeing if I could come up with something. Um, and I enjoyed the process, and it just stuck. Um, yeah, it just it just worked out. I think it was sort of a happy accident. Um, and on the one that's in color, that has the red and the white, there's actually something hidden in there. There's a message, basically. So if you want to spend some time trying to figure out the little puzzle, there actually is one in it. So that's one thing I like to do as well, is sort of add those sorts of components to a sticker. So there's more to it than just an image. There's something hidden.
Yeah, I'm excited. I had no idea, and I love puzzles. Sometimes there are just so many puzzles in our industry that like you just never know what's a puzzle, and as soon as somebody tells you, I'm like, now I'm just like I want to stop the stream and go do the puzzle, but we can't. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
uh, so you said you used GIMP for this. Did you have any previous experience
Yeah.
with GIMP before making the sticker?
Just little things like um, I never was like I never photoshopped anything. I just used the GIMP, and it was I've never been a graphic designer or anything close to that, but just using it for like maybe simple elements on a building a web application or something, or um, you know wanting to tweak a logo or come up with a logo, um, little things like that. So and I've just used it sort of on and off for years.
Cool. So we have another question, which is, does WOPR stand for anything?
Um, sure, it can.
Awesome.
If you're not familiar with the movie, yeah, um, yeah. So that stands for War Operation Planning Response. I think maybe I got that wrong, but yeah.
I think you're right on that one. Haven't watched the movie myself in a while, so like I can't help verify. I'm sorry. So who chose the overall colors for the conference? Because like when I went, I noticed like yeah, there's a ton of red, white, and black. Was that chosen by anyone, or what happened there?
Uh, no, the original sort of concept was um, that like you know green on black, like terminal colors. So there's a version of the sticker that's just that sort of green, um, and we made shirts with that green as well. Um, and then just stuck with the red and white. Um, Probably had something to do with the fact that there's it's it says something. There's something that like it can be decoded basically. Um, and so if it's all one color, you don't see that.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I noticed when I was at Whopper, there was a bunch of other swag and other things around too. So did you make all of that? Like, did you have to make different sizes of the logo for the shirt, or how did you control quality?
Uh, um, I just made it as high resolution as possible. Some of it was really crappy and bad resolution. And there's also part of, and maybe this was just something that I posted. Um, there was a different hidden message in one of them, and I presented that as a challenge before the conference. I don't I don't remember if someone figured that out or not, but so it was just an image. So that's not the image. Well, that is actually one of the images that was used on some of the swag, but not all of it. Um, but recently, a friend of ours, Dragorn, created a much better, higher resolution copy of it that we're going to add to the stream. I think we did add it to the stream. Um, so yeah, so big shout out to him. Thank you for doing that. Um, but it's just white, red, and black. So it's not like a picture that really needs to be that polished or anything like that. So it wasn't too hard to create a decent image for stickers and shirts and stuff.
That's cool. Did you come up against any technical or skills barriers when you're creating the sticker?
I'm not that skilled, so that's why I sort of relied on like something that was out there that I could like tweak and like redo my own way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what made it ours, um, and not you know it wasn't created from scratch.
Yeah. And do you remember which which board you ended up taking the graphic from?
No, I'm sure I have that original somewhere archived on a backup drive. That might be kind of fun to find.
Yeah, it's neat seeing what artifacts people pull in when they're creating stickers. Like, I have some people who, yeah, like product photography is a great way to get something that looks intricate, but something that you can tweak, right? So, I'd love to
Yep.
see if you end up finding the reference picture, if you could tweet that out after, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll look for it.
So, tell us more about WOPR. So, you've had the one summit so far. Is there another one that's going to be coming up soon?
Yeah, so we've struggled with this, right? Because we really, really want to just have it and meet. Um, and the venue has been really, really great working with us. Um, and so we've been kicking around ideas for a while of what we could do. How could we, um, engage with the community, but I know people can be kind of like zoomed out or like twitched out or whatever. That might be a different thing, but just they need to unplug too. So it is important for people to unplug and take a break from technology and just live in the real world and get out and walk and get some fresh air. But we do want to do something. So at our last meeting, we decided to run with the plan, and we're calling it Woptoberfest. And
Nice.
so it'll be every Tuesday in October. Um, we'll start around 9 p.m. Eastern and go for about an hour and a half. The plan is to sort of have a conversation with one of the speakers, and they can either pre-record something and then we can stream that, or if they just want to talk live, that's awesome too. We'll stream that live. So we'll stream it all, and then after the talk, just hang out and answer some questions and just chat about stuff and hang out for a while. Oh, and we also are going to this. I don't think I've mentioned to anybody outside of the discussion, the organizers. Um, Whoever is going to talk that that Tuesday, their beer of choice. So we'll promote their beer of choice, and we can even talk about that, and just sort of have fun with that as well. So we've asked some of our speakers that were going to speak live, um, and um, yeah, I think we have three lined up. One more is in the works, and yeah, we're all looking forward to that. And that'll be every Tuesday in October, 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Um, Live stream, scum, hang out, low key.
But I have an important question. Are you making me more stickers to collect for the conference?
Yes, that's pretty much a must at this point. Yeah.
Awesome. And so I noticed, like, at Whopper last year, like, most of it was workshops, and that was absolutely fantastic. Do you think you're going to do that again when it comes to be in person again?
Absolutely. The focus really is on hands-on learning, um, and talks are great, um, but our focus is definitely on the workshops. Any hands-on activities, um, we really want to promote those and get people, especially those who are new and maybe they've never soldered before, like, come solder, sit down with us. If you need help, we'll help you. If you don't, if you want to just go through and wing it, great, do that. If burn something and something's really messed up, fine, we'll get you a new one. Like, just do it. um, so yeah, we definitely, that's a big aspect of WOPR is the hands-on activities. Um, One thing we also want to do is and we've been talking about this, and we're figuring out the logistics of it. Is to get for those people who have held on to their registrations, um, which has been awesome, and thank everyone for holding on to them. We've only had to give away a few or give go through a few refunds. Um, you know, of course, that's going to be rolled over to the next one, but we'd really love to get some kits in those people's hands so they can do stuff. Um, so we're working on a plan to do that. Um, uh, so stay tuned, folks. If you have a registration, sit tight. Um, you should hear something from us over the next month or so regarding that.
Cool. So back to the sticker, I have another question. Did you, when you made the sticker and created the design, did you run it past anyone before getting printed? Like, did you have kind of a panel of people to approve it, or you just kind of
That
go
was
for it?
real. That was really early on. I just kind of went for it. Yeah, I did just like post it to the group. Hey, how does this look? Cool. All right, great. Boom, off and running. Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Yeah, kind of quick and just get it done. Which is also like you kind of got that feeling from WOPR overall. Like just it was very, very much a community effort, and I really loved that aspect of it. I think it was one of the strongest senses of community I'd gotten from a conference that year, so I really appreciated it. Especially that giant soldering table you had in the middle. That was fantastic.
yeah. That's great to hear. Yeah. Cool.
So do you have any of the other stickers that you created on you? Like, do you have the green version of the WOPR sticker that you could show?
Hmm. So the green one, it's a square,
Cool. So were
and
was the circular sticker more expensive, or were they the same cost for the two shapes?
they're pretty much the same. And then I created just a longer sticker of the actual image.
Neat.
Um, yeah, which was different size, so a little bit different price, but um, yeah, need to find a new um, maker of stickers now. Which, yeah, open
Yeah.
to suggestions there.
Who were you using before?
Um, the same, the same organization that Alkaline Red was.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of people trying to switch away from them. But yeah, I'm trying to collect sources as well, and so far I've heard Sticker Ninja is pretty good, but I would personally check on that yourself, see if it aligns with your own morals and ethics, because I haven't had the chance to go through all of the sticker creators and see. But Sticker Ninja is one who has stuck out in one of the sticker groups I'm a part of, so I might
Okay.
suggest giving them a try.
Cool. Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Yeah, and so you have the circular red design, you have the square green design, you have that long one as well. Did you make any other stickers that year, or was it the only the three?
Um, that that was really the only one for Whopper Summit, but that's one of my favorites too. But we'll just put that off to the side. But those three were the main ones.
Cool. And had you made stickers before doing these Whopper ones, or was creating stickers brand new to you?
Oh man, that's a great question. I don't know. I Yes. Um, so I've been running the local DEF CON group. So I created me and a friend of mine who helped stand that up. Um, Created a sticker. Um, we used the basically the one they kind of used, but we just made our own tweaks, and it's all like glitched out. Um, so I think that was maybe the first one, but I really got inspired after um, my first DEF CON, um, which was DEF CON 25, and for being in my 40s, going to my first DEF CON in my 40s is might be somewhat unique, but I think that worked to my advantage in the long run. Um, but I was so inspired by all of the things, different things that people brought, and we're passing out, and the coins, chips, stickers, whatever. Um, and that year, I went to the DC 101 panel, and sat up front for that, and everyone on that panel said basically their best advice was to just participate, just to get out there and participate, do things, whatever interests you. If you know that, then gravitate towards that and find it or do it. If not, just kind of wander around, but definitely participate. And so that was a big takeaway for me. And I've been trying to do that, ever since, in different ways, and bringing stickers, um, to conferences is one way of participating, and it's great. Like, handing out a sticker, it feels great just to put them out there. If someone sees it and they're like, oh wow, look at that, like, to see their smile and their reaction is awesome. um, and that's motivation to like keep going. um, it's also awesome when someone gives you a badass sticker back. um, so you see a lot of swaps happening. um, so yeah, it's a great way to meet people too, just to start a conversation or just start chatting or whatever. And um, yeah, so
That's
um,
awesome. Yeah, like that's why I wanted to, talk to people who created stickers and get their stories out, is because I feel there's so much behind each of the stickers as well. And, like you said, people put so much time and effort into creating their stickers, buying the stickers, having something to give out, and it is, like you said, a great way to participate in the community and show how much you care and give back. Because, like, who doesn't love putting stickers on their laptop, right? Like, it's a cultural icon, and contributing to that, I think, is such a big thing to do. So I know I definitely appreciate all the sticker creators myself. So thank you for your contributions to that. I think I actually looked through all of my stickers today, and I don't have any WOPR stickers. I must have given them all out
what?
because I remember grabbing like handfuls at the end of the conference. But I have none left, so I can only assume they've been popular as I, bring the stickers to conferences. So, just,
We'll get some your way. We'll get some to you.
yeah, I just wanted to give you some feedback about how popular they are. Uh,
Cool. Thank you.
yeah, and so you mentioned trying to make sure the stickers were high resolution to make sure they could be used on multiple things. Do you remember what DPI you went with at all, or like what a minimum sort of threshold was?
No, I remember it was like over 2,000 pixels by 2,000 pixels. That's about all I remember. um, and definitely, um, I mean, the professional ones are much higher than that, I think. But tried to sort of match. Yeah, that's about the right resolution,
Yeah,
um, that I found.
that's cool. So we have another question, and it is, what designs do you have in mind for the future for Whopper?
That's a really good question. I've been sort of, I'm up for, I don't know. I don't really have, just maybe a play or a riff on what we currently have, but I would really like to see, um, what other people could come up with, right? Because this is not what I do. So I'm sure someone who, like, this is what they do could come up with something badass. This was, I think, a happy accident, and it also looks like the Whopper. Like, I didn't realize that until after the fact. It looks like, um, the Whopper machine. So that too was just a happy accident. But yeah, I would love to see, um, what people would come up with.
That's cool. So how did you? So you said you attended your first DEF CON, and then you tried to give back as much as you could. How did you get involved with the WOPR?
um, it was just an idea to have not yet another conference, but to have another to organize a conference and to see what the interest was in doing that, and if there were people out there willing to help,
Mm-hmm.
and there were, and things just fell in place.
So you were one of the people that started the conference overall.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, because that always seems to me to be a daunting thing is to decide to throw your own money into something and set up this big event. And how many people showed up to the first one?
It was just over 100, right, roughly, and that I don't think that included volunteers. So it was right around 100. So about 115 people were there roughly,
That's cool.
which was nice. Which was nice. It was you weren't like in the mix of thousands of people or even hundreds and hundreds of people, and you could talk, have conversations, um, and I really like that aspect of it.
Yeah, I know I was happy I could get into every workshop for once. Like that never happens.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
and just like the variety that you all had, like from the soldering to the learning how to do like PCB modeling and stuff like that. Like I found all those things so useful, and I definitely picked them up as hobbies for the year after. Um, I think
Nice.
WOPR is the most soldering I'd ever done in a weekend because that badge had so many LEDs on it. Uh,
Uh,
yeah, it was
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Good times.
And do you have like any of those old PCBs? Like if anybody wanted to pick one up for soldering at all?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. We have like a stack or two, um, and I believe Russ has a bunch of the components as well. So we could, and we've talked about that before too, trying to get some of those out to folks. Um, and I mean, it's a great. I mean, there is like a an onboard surface mount one. I think there's only one. I think everything else is through. It's a great board to learn on. It's kind of tiny, um, but not bad at all. I think it probably took me like an hour and a half to like with with Russ over and Dragor and like saying, yeah, do that, blah blah blah. And I'm like, dang, I can't get it. But the more you do it, the quicker you get. So yeah, it wouldn't take me an hour and a half now, but that's fine. That's what it's all about. It's just doing it and learning.
Yeah. Have you done any soldering projects since?
Oh man, here and there, nothing major, nothing as cool as some of my friends do. That's for sure. I would like um, to get to the point where I could like design my own SOA, or yeah, SAO, um, and I'm not there yet. But I think um, yeah, I will be hopefully in the next year. So that's something I want to do more myself, right? Is to um, learn how to just put a little circuit board together, and even if it's like just a little thing that has a couple LEDs that blink in some random pattern, like cool. There's that hardware component, and then there's the software that I can write to make it do whatever. Um, so bringing those two worlds together is awesome for me.
Cool. And do you know how much of each of the WOPR stickers you printed? Like was it a couple hundred each or?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, there were at least 200 to 300 of each. Probably 500 of the circles, and then I probably did 500 of the rectangles as well. So I still have some. and I made ones for so the eyes. That's the 0x0.
Do you have one
Um,
to show?
yeah, so
Oh,
that's the 0x0.
okay.
Um, so I have same thing but 0x1. So um, those are have yet to be distributed, but when we're in real life, those will come out. I think there are some actually in circulation already, but yeah.
Cool. And so we're at about half an hour, so we can kind of like just chill and talk or end any
Cool.
time. Is there anything left that you'd like to talk about regarding the sticker?
Um, Not necessarily. I mean, I'm not a graphic designer, so if you're interested in making your own sticker, I guess the like advice I would give is just do it. Just you don't have to be a graphic artist to come up with something, um, and just experiment and play around. You know, and you might who knows what you might come up with.
Cool. And we have another question. Yeah, I've been asked, where can people get WOPR stickers now, and are they available anywhere online?
Hmm. I have a bunch. I'd be happy to send them to folks if anyone's interested. Um,
Should they just DM you?
yeah, yeah, that works.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd be happy to send some.
And are there any stickers that you're looking to receive right now? Is there anything that you'd be super happy to get in the mail?
Yeah, absolutely. One sticker I love is the hacker sticker. Um, like, do you know which one I'm referring to? It says hacker. It's from Bunny's book.
Yeah, I have two of those. I think I might be able to send you one.
Yeah, I have one on. So I have a piece of plywood that I put on my desk that I put stickers on. Um, I like that because then I can move it to another desk or I can hang it on the wall someday. So it's not like I'm sticking them to a surface that once I'm done with that object, they're they're gone and in the trash. So this is, and I got inspired by this from the WOPR Summit when we were doing the soldering stations. We had these I don't know, what is it, like 2 by 3.5 or something like that, pieces of plywood on each table. So I said, hey, that's a great idea. I'll just use it as my desk. I can place stickers on it. Um, so that's what I do. And I have a hacker sticker for on this one. And then I have one for one that I want to frame, right? I want to
Mm-hmm.
frame some. Um, but yeah, that's one I would love to have again. And you can never have enough safety third stickers, damn it. You can
I
never
agree.
have enough safety third stickers. And I love giving stickers out too. So, like if I hand someone a sticker, I don't hand them one. I give them like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. I just here. Um, I know some people will also hand them out like as well. So that's why I just give people a bunch. They can do what they want with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you've got somebody in the comments who's saying that they have a big issue with throwing out the stickers too. Like they hate losing stickers when whatever they're on has to be replaced, and like same thing. That's why I have like again one of my whole project boxes here full of stickers. I'm like I don't ever want to get rid of them, and so yeah,
Yeah.
I. That's gonna be another stream eventually. Is me creating sticker boards and showing me sticking them on because that's gonna be like a really anxious moment is actually using the stickers. But that's why you take 3 or 4 sometimes, right? Like you like passing them on, but like they're meant to be used.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen people display them in great ways. So I love the idea of having them in a picture frame. You can put them wherever. You can take them with you. They're kind of like memorialized in that in that way. Um, I also love the plywood idea. Um, and you can even hang that too if it's not so large. But it's a nice top, right? You can solder on it and burn it, and it's fine. Um, and it's you can take it with you.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most important things is just some opportunity to keep the stickers in your life. And I'm there's some people that pass on old sticker boards once they want to make a bigger one for the same space too, and I think that's something I'm looking forward to um, as the frame stickers become more and more popular, is like getting frame stickers from other people too. I think those would be really nice gifts to receive. um,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
if anyone wants to send me a Christmas gift, just saying. um, but yeah, so you've made a few stickers. You have your plywood that you have stickers on. Is there any other way that you kind of celebrate stickers? Like, have you gone to sticker swaps?
At conferences, yeah, um, that's so much fun. Um, During Shmoo this past year, they just like popped up right at random points in time, right behind that. What is it called? What was it? I don't even remember the name of the bar there. The whatever bar right behind it. It's got that long table that like 6 or 8 people can sit at. That just filled up with stickers. Just a spur of the moment sticker swap. Boom. Um, and those moments are great. Like that's what it's all about. It's good times.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree. I really missed DEF CON this year because I really wanted to attend the big sticker swap. I think next year I'm actually going to bring my big photography rig so people can just kind of like swipe them underneath quick and I can get an archive on the go. So I made sure to get equipment I could move and bring with me and pack into a Pelican case so I can set that
nice.
up next year. But we'll see how if that happens. Hopefully we're in person next year.
Yeah, fingers crossed, for sure.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
this has been a blast. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you for
Thank you.
coming
Me
on.
too. Thank you for having me. Yeah, this is great.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in as well. And see you next time. Bye.
Cheers.